and we'll go like that. Now we will sort that out. We've got a composting bin, which some of you were familiar with over there, for any food waste. Bearing in mind you're going to be cooking some of your own food. You know, if that bin gets full, it's your own fault, really, isn't it? Okay. What else did he say? Oh, be frugal with water, which is very pertinent, because you're going to be filtering your own water. But we also filter and purify ours on site with this magic blue box. So you see that constantly going. If you walk past it and it's just dripping, give it a little pump if you feel like it. And that makes sure we've got water for hand wash and so on and so forth. So obviously you can wash hands and faces. Please don't wash your tents or anything like that.
I'm thinking about things like the wow factor that you get from nature. You often think about that as like these big vast landscapes like Yosemite or something. So but I'm thinking about maybe tapping into this sort of smaller everyday wow factor that you can experience in nature close to you. And so this idea of immersing ourselves in the woods for a 24-hour period and how that might impact. So some of the research that's happened points to the fact that this sort of wow factor can give you what they call the overview effect. So it's like what astronauts get when they're on the moon looking down at Earth. It makes you feel really small, and it makes you remember that all of the things that stress you out, your concerns, your maybe research, is actually so small and so vast in the grand scheme of things. And so so I'm trying to play around with those ideas. And so these things have been found to aid people in cooperation. So when you're considering yourself and your concerns are so small, you're sort of more likely to donate time and interact with each other and be more generous about working with people that may be different. So I guess, because Paralab is all focused around this idea of how can we facilitate cooperation. So we're just testing these things out to see what happens. And so I'm hoping, like the research says that doing these sorts of things can then potentially develop really good, interesting skills in cooperation that everyone can then take onto their individual work. So I'm hoping, like, the grand scheme is that partaking in Paralab will really help everyone as individuals when you then go on to your own daily lives working, because you'll have these enhanced skills in working with other people and potentially shift cultures around research. And I mean, I know this is like, I'm hoping.
Ask you to become custodians of moss in the future. And today we're going to look at moss, but we're also going to pick very small parts of it. So I'd ask you to respectfully pick it and with care. So don't come back with huge handfuls of moss.
Right? So acrocarpus moss, which goes into a carpet. So there's these two different growth forms. So if you look at these little florets on there, they're like.
Moss doesn't need soil in the same way plants do. It's just the thing it sits on. So the other thing to know is not to overfill this. You want to fill just the minimum part possible, really. So just the finger's depth of material with a bit of soil. So if you fill it halfway, I mean that's fine, but it's soon going to grow to the top. So you want it there, and then it'll slowly grow up to fill it. Because without the airflow of the environment and rain and stuff, the moss just grows bigger and better. Like the pleurocarpus moss makes these beautiful hummocks. So I try and make a hummock. I place the moss in as tapped as possible, and then I tuck the sides down. So instead of having a soil edge, it almost goes over like a hillock. So I go all round and tuck it in, and then if there's space, I get this like healthy layer of living bioactive soil, and you can sort of see that happening. So it'll just take everything it needs, and it'll just hold it. You know. So that's it. You just need something like that. Then you can spray that, and that will keep it in place.
It's gorgeous. It'll be interesting to see what happens to it.
Just grab another good one, then we'll have enough. Got a knot in that.
That's the flat bit. Yeah.
Once more, just to make it. say a nice controlled hit. It's gonna, yeah, it's really easy. What's our big mallet? Oh yeah, sorry.
Communication.
Communicate! Let's hear the hitter! If I had some, if I had a couple of big logs and not some bricks out in the woods, I'd lay the logs here with the wind blowing through the fire. Usually the wind is blowing in that direction or that direction. Today it's not, but stick with this and see how far go. Right.
Do you want to have a go, Andy?
Okay, but before you do that,
This needs to be more impactful. No, I think it's the opposite. The wood needs to be in the centre of the blade.
okay, scrape it down. If the string's irritating, just cut it. Irritates me, right? So we go down like that, and this gives you a spark, which is allegedly very many degrees. Now, there's a lot of scientists here.
Oh, look. That's a good one too.
Ready to go?
Oh, safe kneeling. Nice safe kneeling, Tony. Yes. Well done.
Oh, well done. Oh, bloody hell.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well done.
Right.
You're going to go do the Scandinavian
Oh, the Siberian something.
Siberian
Come around
stick.
this way.
Siberian stick method.
It's supposed to be in the direction of the wind. It's supposed to be in the direction of the wind. Oh, now we've done it.
It's going anyway. By now, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, you were all very desperate to do that. We need a cooker from your group.
Yes.
Somebody go and cook. Somebody go and make me.
Yeah, I'll go and
We've got quite a short break here.
So we need to make the Siberian thing then, don't we? Yeah.
We're on a little bit of a lead. Okay, let me find something to jack you off.
Press hard. Hard and slow.
I love this flat bit. Okay, can you just hold the pan for me? Flip it over. Perfect. So it might be that the little breeze keeps changing direction. We have to move it about this way.
What was that? Have you got your own secret?
Here it is, Mum. Wow, well, I'm afraid we haven't got a fire. Use your own thing.
Quite a lot of oil in there.
I'll just try. Yeah.
Don't put the oil in once your group has got its mix, because otherwise we might be heating oil and it will heat very quickly.
Carcinogenic. We'll get acrylamide.
We'll get acrylamided.
Cookery and friends.
We could use some red.
Cheaters.
We did cheat.
Yeah,
Oh, you cheated?
We had Vaseline and cotton wool.
Oh, but you still used the thing, so that's you didn't use a lighter.
We haven't.
We haven't gone anywhere yet. Wrist is
Yeah, we're trying to.
If your oil starts to smoke, it's probably a bit too... Have washing up set up where the frying pans are. So there we go. So that's my nice mixture there.
And then you can.
Try and keep it all in the bowl.
The salt's going to be that there.
Oh, did you put salt in it? That would make a big difference.
Oh, I love salt.
Right, you need a grill on yours so we can get it cooking.
Oh, look at that.
How's your cheeseburger, Luke? Or how's your cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger without the burger.
Or the cheese. Whatever they make vegan cheese out of.
The fire stick, you have a go at that?
I tried to.
Yeah,
Do you want a burger?
Lou, do you want a little burger, a bean burger? Are you sure? Do you want to just taste a bit of mine? Just cheese.
Just want the cheesy bread.
Here you go, Lou.
Does he not want a burger?
You won't.
You're flipping amazing.
Look at that.
Whoa.
They look fabulous.
After the heavy-handedness with the gram flour, actually, he was.
No, it's worked out perfectly.
They
Yeah.
have worked out very well there.
Try not to be greedy before everyone else.
We'll check out the pond in a minute because just wait and eat the pancake and then we'll check out the pond.
Loads more mixed up.
Okay, see? Oh, is there, yeah?
Things that I just don't eat anymore.
They are lovely actually. I did have one of them.
First thing in the exhibition.
Is it?
A scientist eating burger.
Scientists are trying to make flavours.
Remember, there is chutney down here.
They're trying to make flavours. All right. They're thickening up. Look at that.
Never mind, this is a different approach.
I think the thickness of the first one is perfect actually. I think these
Come here, some maple.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, my daughter is vegan and gluten intolerant as well, which makes cooking when she comes quite challenging.
What's
Like,
the
once you
stuff you put in the gluten-free flour, the something gum, is it?
oh yeah.
Once that happens, just once, your tap is deformed even when it's dry. It'll always be a bit, you'll never get it as taut. It's always baggy. Canvas is fine, and canvas will sort of swell and become waterproof even though it feels wet. So, yeah. Are doing this knot, but as long as you end up with a tube, and that's tied off, it's fine. No, that's fine. With a tube that's just anchored in somewhere like that, then boing. Is actually to just run a cord between the trees and create another angle.
Right. Oh, very good.
So we'll do that. Just quickly.
Why can't you just fasten it to that tree? Because it's too thin? Or?
Because it points to the middle kind of thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's not aiming towards the tree. I'll just do this here.
Hey, subscribe.
Only after they've worked with
Yeah, clearly. Okay, that will do. Well, thank you. Be very patient.
I would say so. I bet there's like a calculation for that.
Probably 10% is probably a standard thing.
But it is. That would be interesting.
You want some hot water?
Is it the smoke, I think?
Oh, that's bright, isn't it? Sorry.
Quite an interesting video that.
actually going to sleep. Yeah. My parents think that. My parents think today. Yes, how long? I don't know. Until 6:30. Yeah, I think we had about 3 hours. And then like we moved to here, I went to sleep and woke up at 4. I'm a really good sleeper if I'm not.
Worms come up with the rain, don't they? So you might be lucky.
And it's wet ground, it's wet ground.
Find some loose soil, loose soil. You might be lucky.